feel like I've been glued to Zoom for the last 6 or 7 days, so I've finally escaped. I'm here, Sutton Park again, and today I thought I'd bring along with me the X-S10 and XC15-45, which I think could be a nice little combo for walkabouts, vlog, video, travel sort of thing, you know, a nice little light combo with the right potential for me at least. So yeah, let's crack on, see how we get on with the tests. It's basically for me, but I thought I'd share as always, because you know, sharing is caring. Plus I get to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and also if you have any preferred combinations. Right, well, let's crack on. I need to get out into the fresh air. The X-S10 offers up to 6 stops of in-body image stabilization, and the lens 3 stops. Combined it's supposed to come out to about 6 stops anyway, but you know, I'm not that great at holding these things out, walking, talking. It's not exactly a gimbal experience, but is it usable? Is it doable? Definitely static. It saves me a lot of hassle. So built-in OIS in-body image stabilization combo thingamajig, very big tick for me in the pros column for this combo as a vlogger, as a video shooter. And I think a train's about to come, so I better stop. I should add that I'm not stabilizing this against my body at all. I'm just holding it out. Some of the clips I'm actually going to do without the Gorilla Pod, because there's going to be times when I'm traveling around that I just won't bother taking anything but the actual camera and the lens. So this is how it is, like that, just for argument's sake. I actually feel that I'm getting a bit better footage out of it now looking at the screen, but yeah, what do you reckon? Oops, not that bit. Look, the floor. Okay, it's the floor. One of the biggest pros for me is the weight. 600 grams with the lens and the body, the battery, you know, the bits. Absolutely spot on. I mean, it could always be less, but yeah, not bad. We did use the onboard mics for the intro, and that was a quieter situation, but let's see what happens when I remove the mic and move around. Can you hear me now? Let's move out the way a bit and listen for the autofocus. Should be all right, you know. Getting at 15, but I don't know. Face detection then, right, so we're at f3.5. The little eye box is following me around nicely. All seems to be okay, but as usual, we'll know when we play it back. At least it's following me around, and I am pretty confident with this lens. It's one of the newer ones. I think it's kind of designed as a cheap hybrid little shooter, and from my experiences it works as such. I'm in a posh area, so I'm talking a bit posher, kind of, maybe not. As we all know, the lens is not supposed to be the peak of image quality for Fujifilm, but as a video shooter, I think it's okay. I think you can get some real beautiful image traveling around, especially with that nice, gorgeous light changes that you don't seem to be getting here, Damian. Somebody spoke about terrible light, and I guess everything is relative, but I know those of you that are watching from the UK, where I am, can appreciate that even getting into March and so on, grey days were in abundance. I mean, it looks like it's calming down now, and by calming down I mean brightening up, which is a bit annoying because of the complete lack of ND filter with me today. But anyway, yeah, image quality, do we give it a tick? I guess we do. And I think a lot of that is down to the power of the Fujifilm sensor. So well done, Mr. or Mrs. Fujifilm, or whatever it is these days. I've not moaned that much about the 126 battery life, but as I'm just shooting 4K here and I'm using the IBIS and the OIS and all that stuff, I've already gone through a battery. Now, I haven't been shooting for that long on that battery, so yeah, always bring spares. I've just switched the battery, and in doing so the SD card came flying out. Good thing, you know, I'm not over a body of water or anything. It just landed in there and I was static, so I didn't have to go searching through all that shrubbery. So that was a little bit awkward. It did come flying out. Do like the battery door. Once you get used to it, it's got a nice solid little sure close. So yeah, battery life. Just be ready to bring spares. Standard stuff for most of us Fujifilm shooters. But of course, the X-T4, the big brother to this camera, gives me a lot more off one battery. But anyway, it is what it is. The aperture is 3.5 to 5.6. We're currently at 5.6 now as we're zoomed right out. That can get you a relatively decent bit of background out of focus. I don't want to say bokeh, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's not the worst out there, but I'm not a fan of variable aperture lenses per se, but these are the negatives that you have to take away to benefit from the pros that this lens offers. So for this kind of shooting, I'm going to treat the lens, as somebody on the internet said, as a 15mm f3.5 and have done. Of course, we've got more range. If I turn this annoying power zoom thing here, we can go right in, which obviously is more comfortable back and actually gets a fairly nice shot, you know. But obviously as a walk around narcissist mode, it's a little bit of a waste, but it's not such a big lens to worry about wasted zoom. Plus, traveling around, that extra bit of zoom is definitely welcome, and I'd love it to be even more, but it is what it is. No weather resistance with this lens, and it's actually built relatively, not cheaply or flimsy. It's well built, but it's not built to be thrown around in your car boot. In your bag in a nice little pocket is fine, or wrap it up in a sock if you're traveling around, you know what I mean. But it's not one that you're going to be bashing about, not if you expect it to last any decent amount of time. Again, it comes with the territory as a budget lens. Just for kicks, I've thrown it into auto, and I've had to put that annoying, I just don't like these record buttons, but this one feels okay, if you can even tell the difference normally. Anyway, I've had to set that back to record because I had it set to the slow motion option, because I do like having that quickly. Yeah, so this is now auto. Let's see, it's going through the auto eye, so as it would have done anyway. I can't see what it's doing with the other settings. Maybe I can switch that on the screen a little bit. To all intents and purposes, we'll see in playback if this was a worthy idea. Let's stay still. Are they going to sing again? It doesn't seem too bad, you know. I'm not an all auto mode kind of person, and I don't tend to hand my camera over to somebody that often, especially when they're going to need full auto. So yeah, not a snob about it. I don't mind, but it's just not for me. But it seems to be doing a decent job. Ooh, interesting. Once upon a time, Fujifilm sent me back to JPEGs when I was an all raw guy. You're not going to send me to all auto, even for this kind of rambling nonsense, or are you? Let us know in the comments below if you use an all auto mode of video recording. I want to hear from you. This is a nice big log. Time for a rest. That's enough random testing. Let's get back in, have some lunch, throw this all together, and then we'll have a chat about it in the conclusion, and of course in the comment section. So make sure to subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you down below. Yes, that power zoom is very annoying. The variable aperture, it is what it is, and the build quality is not for those that tend to handle their gear a little bit rougher than the rest of us. But I do think the lens is one that I would take with me traveling. As for the combo, the S10 has its quirks, but I like it. I like the overall combo too, and it's definitely, for want of a better phrase or a newer phrase, another step in the right direction for me. So yeah, big thumbs up, I guess. I wasn't a huge fan of that full auto in the end. I did shoot some other video clips of random scenery and stuff, the pool, etc. Yeah, didn't quite work out for me. Also, make sure that you get your lens and camera updated fully to avoid anything like potential micro jitters and things like that. And finally, we all know I'm still not that amazing at walking and talking with the camera, but the OIS and the IBIS keep it relatively in check for me, especially when I'm static. I think those clips were fine, more than viewable, at least for what I want. You know, we're not looking at a pro combo, as we've said on these videos before, but something that I can just grab and go and see how we get on traveling when we get to do that again. Let us know what your preferred combo is for travel hybrid shooting. Maybe it's out already, maybe it's barely been dreamt of, but let us know what you would like to use. Or maybe you're happy with a nice big heavy kit. Let us know. There's something for everybody, and of course the imagination on top of that. This is going a little bit awry. Sorry. Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.